Here's the deal. Context is key to understanding the Bible, and that includes cultural context. And when it comes to the resurrection of Jesus, the more we understand the thought world of the first century, the more we begin to realize that the resurrection of Jesus was both unique and unexpected. So in an earlier video, I talked about certain Greek and Latin inscriptions that demonstrated that some folks in the Greco-Roman world had no real hope for meaningful life after death. I'm going to add to that today by talking about Epicureanism, a Greek school of thought started by this guy. His name was Epicurus, and he looks pretty serious. Well, he started Epicureanism in the latter part of the 4th century BC, and this school of thought taught things like avoid pain, stress, and struggle, and pursue happiness, stuff like that. For our purposes, what's important is that it advocated or advanced atomism, the idea that all matter was made out of tiny particles called atoms. And this philosophy, this idea, was thoroughly materialistic, meaning that everything was made of matter. And that includes not just the body, of course, but the soul as well. And so what this means is that upon death, not just the body, but the soul died or disintegrated. The soul dissolved upon death. And so there was no life after death at all and no hope of resurrection because existence ceased when a person died. Now, the idea of the soul being material is really against the trend in the Greek world, and I'll get to that in a later video. But the idea in Epicureanism is similar to the grave inscriptions that stated, "I did not exist, I do not exist, I do not care." So my main point here is that some Greco-Roman folks lacked any belief in any sort of afterlife at all, and they certainly would have had no expectation of resurrection. Now, looking ahead, this is the question that will eventually arise. What would lead people from this sort of thought world to believe that a person, Jesus, rose from the dead, especially when the idea of resurrection was nonsensical?